Morning, yeah, Kathy Woods, couple social out of Philadelphia.
Mhm.
And one of the things that I thought was really important, I was a political science major, and we actually studied this trial in one of my classes in college
Okay.
many moons ago.
Mhm. Mhm.
And one of the things I thought was very interesting is that the differentiation between Bobby, Abby, Tom, and the rest of those guys,
Mhm.
how they weren't thought of as equal in terms of like youth movement. One was thought of more of like a criminal,
Mhm.
and whereas the other two were more thought of as
Mhm.
revolutionary or
Mhm.
spirited, to put it in a
Mhm.
polite way.
Mhm.
And why do you think it's important to show that different perception in the movie, even though the three of them, oddly enough, we're on the same journey, just had
Mhm.
different executions.
Because I think that's a great point. At the end of the day, Bobby was black, you know, and in America, that's the difference. We can walk into a room with the same economic background. You got two white men. One is Jewish, but Bobby was a black man, and in 1968 in America, that holds a different weight. That's a completely different stamp. So all of those guys on that trial were disruptors. They knew they were disruptors. They were proud to be disruptors. That was their calling card. And in fact, if they weren't being disruptors in one way or another, then they would know inherently that they were not doing their job well enough. Uh, but a black man isn't allowed to be a disruptor and to still have freedom. And I think that's the difference. And that was the difference that we saw. That was the difference that we saw in the film. It's the difference that we continue to see today. Even with our own protests, we have to negotiate how we want to how we disrupt, and we have to even negotiate the cost of our protest. And yeah, so that was one of the luxuries that was afforded to Bobby's other co-defendants that he didn't have himself.
Absolutely. And congratulations on your Emmy.
Thank you very much. I appreciate you. I appreciate